What's up, everybody? So in this one, we're going to be talking about Sophie Alisch. Sophie Alisch is the youngest fighter in the women's division. At 21 years old, she's a natural featherweight, and she's the only fighter on the roster that actually doesn't or has never won a world title. But she's 21 years old. So she's working towards it. She's actually a contender right now, so you can't even really call her a prospect, because she is rising up the ranks, so she could be getting her shot fairly soon. I'm going to let you know her greatest attribute that you have to take advantage of. And if you don't, you're probably not going to be successful with Sophie Alisch. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Peace. So what you'll notice from Sophie Alisch immediately is with her height and reach, she is in the lower tier in both of those. Low tier in height, low tier in reach. But that's okay. She has some things to combat that, and we're going to touch on that here in just a second. Her rating is 80 overall. That fighting style, boxer puncher. She's definitely not a boxer puncher. But we're going to move on from that. You guys know how that bothers me. That every single woman on the roster is a boxer puncher. You know how that bothers me. I hope they need to fix that. But anyway, so no traits. We're going to touch on traits too, as far as what I think her trait should be if she was to have one at least. But vitality 82, not bad. Stamina 78, okay. Speed 85, ding ding ding. 77 for the strength, 78 defense, 78 heart. So when you look across the board, you can see her weaknesses pretty clearly. Not very strong, defense is a little leaky, and the heart is questionable. So those are usually bad things when you're going into a boxing match, right? Now, that explains why she's 80 overall. Sophie Alisch is the lowest rated fighter along with Ebony Bridges in the lightweight divisions. They're both 80. Here's the thing about Sophie Alisch though, which is I want you guys to think twice when you're like, nah, I'm not choosing her, especially after what I just heard. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. And I'm gonna tell you why. Look at her speed. Now looking at her speed, it's 85 overall. 87 agility, 86 movement speed, 87 punch speed. There's only one fighter that has better agility, movement speed, and punch speed, and that's Katie Taylor. That's the only one. That agility, that movement speed, and that punch speed can get you out of a lot of jams, can get you out of a lot of trouble, whether you're jabbing on retreat, whether you're trying to initiate your jab, whether you're trying to set up shots. That agility and movement can counteract so much. So yes, her defense is leaky, her heart is questionable when it comes to her ratings, that is. I'm not talking about in real life, y'all, so please understand. And her strength is low. And keep in mind, she's 21 years old. She still has a lot of growing to do. But her speed makes up for a lot of it. So keep that in mind if you're thinking about choosing Sophie Alisch. And if you're a pretty good boxer or you're pretty good with the sticks, you can maneuver around a lot of things, for sure. And you can make up for that defensive deficiency, I would say. So let's talk about the trait. So there's no traits. There's only 3 fighters with traits, and I say it every time. It's Katie Taylor, Jelena Marjanovic, and Alicia Napoleon. But if Sophie Alisch, I keep saying Alisch, it's Alisch. Sophie Alisch was to have a trait, it would have to be untouchable. Untouchable would be perfect, at least if she had one of those traits. That would be good for her. I don't think she should have lightning hands, because lightning hands, you have a decrease. Along with, I think her slip speed, increasing her slip speed is better than speeding up her hands. Her hands are already fast. But if you can increase her slip speed, which is like a defensive buff, because her defense is low, I think that kind of balances it out a little bit more. So hopefully, if you guys are hearing this, pass this on to the Undisputed team, the dev team. I tried to reach out to them and say, look, if y'all need some help with these traits for these women, let me know. I can help you out. But Untouchable would be good for Sophie Alisch. But that's all I have for this one. Pick up Sophie Alisch. If you're an outside fighter, you like fighting on the outside, you like boxers with speed and good agility, great movement, she is the pick for you. Do not let the defensive deficiency scare you off. Do not let her heart scare you off. Choose this fighter and get good, baby. You won't be sorry. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.